So you want to kill Deathclaws by the dozen, huh? Build that sick power armor suit? Well then, you, my friend, are going to need a safe place to do all that crafting of weapons, armor, and the big metal man. The best way to do that without having your butt chewed off by a radroach is to build a settlement, or 2, or 3. Hell, go wild! Disclaimer, settlements not actually required. When it comes to rebuilding civilization after a Bostonian apocalypse worse than Bill Buckner's blunder back in '86, hi-yo! The good news is, you can get to it right away. After exiting Vault 111, go right to your old neighborhood, open up your workshop menu, and scrap everything. All of it. Anything not nailed down, anything nailed down, it makes no difference. Totally dilapidated houses can be broken down in one button press, voila! Now get to building. Start off with some walls, a shack, a few defensive turrets. Don't sweat the defenses too much, since after a few days of play, my base still hasn't seen any shots fired in anger. Now, if you want to be a better builder in Fallout 4, you should pay attention to where your skill points are going. Specifically, to get the most out of settlements, Local Leader under Charisma will let you build workstations, stores, and set up trade routes. Trade routes allow you to share resources across settlements, and stores can generate cash based on population. To get the most out of crafting, get some stars into Gun Nut to make sure some crazy weapons are available to you, and don't neglect Scrapper, which will give you uncommon components you'll need in spades. At this stage, let's take a quick detour and talk about resources, because it's not such a clear thing at first. Most of the stuff you need for building and crafting comes from that junk section in your Pip-Boy. Yes, keep picking up all that crap in the environment, especially anything adhesive like duct tape. Every time you return to base, go to a crafting station and press Transfer All. Storing junk in your base makes its resource components available for crafting, but only that specific base until you set up trade routes as mentioned earlier. After the early quest When Freedom Calls, you'll have a base population. They will need food and beds and some happiness. Food is planted in Fallout 4, and there are 2 great sources for your initial crop. The first one is Drumlin Diner, where you can get some starting seeds. The second is at Ten Pines Bluff, where a small garden is yours for the pilfering. Head back home and plant away. Now plop down a power generator and a recruitment radio beacon and watch your population explode. If you fancy yourself a budding IKEA designer, later in the game when you get to Diamond City, go find this man painting the big green monster. He'll send you to clear a local hardware store, and upstairs you'll find a magazine that lets you expand your domestic home building agenda. And that's about it. Build walls, get people, keep them happy, set up trade routes, and craft, craft, craft. Oh, and to answer the question you all have of how high, you can build up to 4 stories. Have fun out there in the Wasteland, Survivor. And for more coverage of Fallout 4, stay tuned to GameSpot.com.